Was ever a greater intro invented? I don't think so. I think that is just beautiful enough for that sort of trip hop music going on in the background, a little dun 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 dun, and the black and the stars. And never mind, I'm just in a wacky mood today. Tacoma Comics here, and I got a whole bunch of books that I'm going to show you on my live stream because I got books and I got nothing else to do, so I thought I'd show you some of them before Sands' auction kicks off in about 25 minutes. So I'll be back right after this. And right there, another beautiful song, beautiful little snippet of music. All right, all jokes aside, I went shopping today and these ended up in my bag in reverse order. So I went to Destiny and got myself a big bag of Thor. This might be washing out the colors too much. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. There you go. I'm missing a couple in the Simonson run. So all these Thors cost me $7.99, which, is not a great deal. Skin off my back, $8. See if we, got into that garbage can. So right off the bat, first thing I noticed was we did have Thor 373. Yeah, that is really, I don't need that bright. 373, happy to get that. That is the Marvel, was it 25th anniversary covers? I already have that, but that's all right. It's just pretty cool, only because this is newsstand for $4.33. And it's good newsstand $1, so it's like 1990, 92 or something. I don't know, nothing major. It's $3.74. Another Simonson might be one that I'm missing, might not. I'm not sure. Not sure. $3.84. And all of these newsstands, I suppose I should be checking for Mark Jewelers. Don't see any as of yet. More Simonson, $3.42 or 43 and $3.42. So I got to double check. I'm not sure if these are ones that I needed, but now we get into the Bronze Age. Well, is this copper? No, this is the Bronze Age. 35 center, 271. That is pretty darn cool. Wow, that light is bright. I moved the light on this side. I'm sitting in the middle of my room now, not in that corner. Everything is different, man. It's a big adjustment. All right, 247, getting a bit older. A little Fire Lord action. I gotta do some adjustments on this light. Hold on a second. Not appreciating it because it's like right in my eyes. Oh, we'll figure it out. 341. So 341, 342, and 343. Pretty cool. Get a little run like that. Going back more bronze, 269, 248, and then annual number, hope that price sticker's on the bag, it is, annual number 14. So no big deal, but 10 copper and bronze, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12 copper and bronze Thors for $8. I dig that. Now this next pack was $3.99. I bought it for two reasons. I don't collect Marvel Age. I know there's some Marvel Age keys. I doubt any of them are in here, but I like this cover, this annual. I'll show you in a minute. And I mean, I'll collect anything Star Wars. Can't help myself. So for $4, probably a bunch of duds, and that's okay with me because I have a place where I can sell my duds to. And get money for them, or get comic book exchange and money for them. So anyway, you got Marvel Annual number 2, which I really love because the artwork on this has this like very 80s Copper Age looking thing. And then you flip it over. Don't drop it. You flip it over. And look at this, man. You get this Marvel Age 1970, like 1960s Silver Age looking outfit. So I really dig the way they did that. Right? They even have the characters, though, at least the ones that exist in the same spot. So that's always been a cool book. I'm pretty sure I have a copy already, but whatever. We got Marvel Age 75. The special macho issue of Marvel Age with Nick Fury on the cover, 77. 48. 43. 42. 34. Has this little calendar on the back that's kind of cool. Little nice Fred Hembeck art here on Annual 3, which is kind of cool. I have Annual 1, now you have Annual 3. Or Annual 2 and Annual 3. 78, a preview of Quasar. And the last two here, we have 35. I got to angle them away. I might just move the light over there. If I put the light there, this is the culprit we're talking about. If I put the light over there, the what's it called? If I put the light over there, it blocks some comics. So I don't know what I'm going to do. And finally, Marvel Age number 10, that cool Star Wars cover that looks nothing like Star Wars, which is why I love the Marvel Star Wars so much. All right, next up, there's like 20 comics in here, and one of them is green or it looks polybag. I don't know. Anyway, it's like nothing, right? But it was a big bag of indie comics for $8. Who knows? I might find one comic in here that I don't rip on the way out. If I find one comic in here that I want to keep, I'll be happy. If I find no comics in here, that is okay too. I'm just picking up garbage on the floor now. When I say this garbage bag needs to be emptied, this garbage bag really needs to be emptied. Garbage can. So we have a very typical Rob Liefeld 90s Image comic. And when I say typical, somebody was trying to sell this for 10 cents. Which I think says all you need to know. If that is what's in here, I might have. All of these were 10 cents apparently. Oh dear. And this one was such 10 cents that they put the sticker on the cover. The Tales of Witchblade, written by Warren Ellis, drawn by Philip Tan. Yeah. There's nothing there to talk about. Capture the Haunted, number 1. Chaos on the Edge, number 1. I guess this magazine is Chaos, not The Haunted, but I'm not sure at this point. But look at that, Maximum Age with the price sticker right on there. So he got a whole bunch of 10 cents books and sold them. Oh my God, this is 90s Image. 90s Image all the way. Somebody can have these. This is horrible. There's nothing here. And there's more price stickers on the books. Anybody into Madame Mirage? I'm not. My Lord. More stickers on the books. There's Blood Legacy. All right. That's something, but then people still paying $5 for this now that Valiant is gone. Who knows? Oh, there's a little XO now. If if there was a Turok in here, woohoo! There ain't gonna be a Turok in here. But let's see. Oh, let's see. We've got Fulbert Sturgeon's Jesus Comics #3. This looks a lot like 1960s underground comics. There's Jesus. Got the halo. Which I can't get the halo on Jesus. There you go. This looks like it was from 1972. Let's see if we can find copyright 1972. I'm sure Robert Crumb wrote one of the stories in here, or can be found somewhere in here. Just because, And the Fabulous Freak Brothers and Fat Freddy's Cat. This is number 3. Number 1 of this book actually goes for a pretty penny, if you can find it, but hard to find. Oh, Unity, Time is Not Absolute. A little more Valiant. 0 and 1. Everybody has number 1. But how many people have number 2 of Turok? What about a little Aztec Ace? Aztec Ace number 6 and 9. And finally, this issue of Stormwatch has a COA. This certificate verifies this is an authentic Homage Studios product and that any accompanying autograph is genuine. Neither Homage Studios nor the autographer can be held responsible for any forgeries. This is number 356 out of 5,000. So let's see if there's an autograph. If there is, it would be, it's Scott Clark. You know who did the artwork on the cover? Jim Lee. Imagine if there was a Jim Lee autograph in here. We're going to open up just to make sure. I'm 100% sure there's not, but that's the sort of like cool story you love hearing about, right? Like, spent $8 on a bunch of crap and found a Jim Lee autograph. And there's not. But you knew that, right? You knew that. Because, well, there just wouldn't be. So right there, across the top, in silver under my fingers, that's Scott Clark. And just double, triple checking. No, there ain't no Jim Lee on this. So, whatevs. But they're not responsible for any forgeries, so I might have to go ahead and forgerize. No, not going to do that. Uh-oh, what is that? That's a text message. Hold on a second. Oh, hey, hello to the one person who just joined me. I appreciate you being here. It is a slow day for Tacoma Comics. Go ahead and announce yourself in the chat so I can see who you are. Yeah, that's right. Just change the reservation. We're good for Tuesday. No problem, bud. All right. Now it gets a little bit better. We're still out of order. I went over to how's it go? I went over to Lily Pad Antiques. He's going to change the name of the store. I forget what he said he's going to call him. But anyway, I went over there and not much, but for $2, I could not pass up Bill Sienkiewicz Star Wars. It's not in great condition, and somebody wrote 25 cents on the top, but whatever. I like it. Here is Superior Spider-Man. These say $3, but I got them for $2 each. That's the only reason I got them. This is issue 30, second printing, which I think is pretty cool to get an issue that late in the series, second printing. And then in no particular order, here's issue 29, issue 26, second printing, issue 19. And I know that they have a bunch of these at Where is that place? They have a bunch of these at half price, so I might try to go ahead and get the series 17, 12, 11, 14, 16, 15, 24, and 20. So I thought that was pretty cool for $2 each. Get that nice run, and having those 2-second printings I thought was even cooler. Okay, now for the big stuff. So I went over to Comics for Kids, which Dale has just expanded now. So I suggest anybody go down there that can. You got 3 people selling in there. And so it's Dale, a guy named Zach, and another guy who used to sell out of the Pacific Antique Mall. The guy named Zach, I've got a few things from, but his price is a little high. The other guy, his name I forget, I got some great stuff from. And then I got some amazing stuff. I mean, like ridiculously amazing stuff from Dale himself. And I'm going to save that for last. So from the guy that was a little overpriced, this is the first appearance of Cindy Moon in that Amazing Spider-Man #1. Obviously, this is a Scotty Young variant, which I just thought was really cool. Paid $15 for that, probably overpaid. On the other hand, I haven't seen this before, so maybe. Here's a book I've been looking for a long time. Did not want to overpay for it. I don't think I did overpay for it, but I've just wanted that cover forever. I've got the hardcover book right there on the floor, so I'm really excited. $7, I'll take that. I'm just super excited to get that. Okay, so now for the what's it called? For the third guy in that in the store, these were the cheap ones. I picked up Defenders for $1. I don't even know if I need this one, but I might need this one. So I picked up this. This is Worlds Collide, where Superman crosses over with the Milestone stuff. I'm collecting that whole run. There's like 30, 40 issues in there. For another $1, I got this cool. I don't know who's on the cover. It's not Stranko, but even though he's done similar style, somebody's fighting his style. But I thought that was pretty cool. I just needed this one, so I got Thing 33. I am so excited to finally get this. What is up to Kenneth Bird? Hello to everyone here tonight. Got this Nightwing that I totally dig, and here's why. Only $2, not because it's the variant cover. What's up, Raging Cajun? I don't need to see, I don't know who Nightwing is, whatever his name is. I don't need to see him with a dog on his chest. I'm sure that's clickbait for somebody besides me, and more power to them. But this is a book where every single page is like a sequential story. So like his actions are moving across the page. There are no panels. There are just full, what's up, Swan? They're just full page spreads. And what I've desperately wanted to do is to put this up all across the wall of my classroom, like from one end to the other, just coat the classroom with this Nightwing comic. But of course, I've always needed 2 copies, right? Because if I have just this, then I can't use the back of this page because that back will be glued or taped to the wall while you see that. But now that I've got double copies of this, I can finally take these out, probably laminate them, and then just like make this one long Nightwing comic go all the way across my classroom, which I thought would be really cool. So for $2, I'm super excited to get that. That'll be a project, new classroom, new project. Stoked I am. Then just filling in some G.I. Joes. So boom. 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 And these were all like $3 each, I think. You know, the guy's got a nice Thank you, Rage. And I think so. The guy's got a nice run of G.I. Joe. So just grabbing a few every time I go down there. All right. And then the last one I got, I love that he puts these upside down in the he tapes the bottom, but he puts them upside down in the top loaders. So they're like bottom loaders. But anyway, this is Defenders 94. This is the first appearance of Gargoyle. And I've got the Gargoyle Limited series. I read it in the 1990s or 1980s. Sorry. Really dug it then. And then I read New Defenders, which heavily feature Gargoyle. I really, really, really dug Gargoyle as a character. So I am happy to get his first appearance. I think that's pretty darn cool. Wasn't really aware of it as like a book. It's a minor key. I mean, $10 is maybe even overpriced. I want to see if Lady Fantastic needed one because they've got a second copy I can go back and get for her. But that was pretty cool. And then the three big books. So the way this guy works, it's very, very strange. He has a bunch of random books that are donated, and he gives books to kids in need that to read comics, like in foster homes and shelters and hospitals and all that sort of stuff. So he takes donations and then he sells comics for those donations, or trades comics for those donations, and then takes money. Usually won't pay money. Usually go outside. I get the impression he's got like a good collection of stuff that he can trade you for more stuff, and then he wants a little bit of cash to keep him afloat, which is fine. So I brought in stuff that, some Star Wars figures, some pops, a couple, maybe 100 comics, right? Some minor keys, some cool modern books, nothing major, but just good stuff. I would wager that if I brought the same stuff to half price books, I might get $25. Usually I'll bring a pile like this and they'll be like, we can offer you $7.87. So this would have been more like a pile like this. But yeah, I mean, just something I wouldn't get a lot of. Maybe I would have gotten 25 from half price books, right? For all these comics and pops and stuff. Which is fine, but I always feel like they're really undercutting you because I know they are, right? They undercut you and then they go back and sell your stuff for way, way more. It's not like they double it. They like they'll buy $1 comic from you for 10 cents. So I much prefer going to this guy. And he has cool stuff. So for everything that I gave him, which, if I grinded for like 10 auctions in a row, maybe I get 100 for it, 150. If I sold at half price, like I said, 25. But this place I saw some ElfQuest out. I'm like, oh, I like ElfQuest. So he got me this Hidden Years Ashcan preview edition. Like, I don't have this. I have lots of ElfQuest. After Star Wars and X-Men, the biggest amount of boxes I have is ElfQuest. And this is signed by Wendy and Richard Pini. And yeah, I'm just super stoked for that. Next up, I got this 12 center, the first cover appearance of Lady Sif. And $100 price tag. If I had offered him cash, he would have sold it to me for 50, but he just writes 100 on there for people that he doesn't know. Really nice condition. It is faded. Right? It's definitely yellowing. Some ticks, not a lot. An indentation where somebody had written on top of it, unless they wrote no. Totally connected. 1967. Not the first appearance of Sif, but the first cover appearance of Sif. Really nice. I would put that at a nice 6.0, maybe 7.0. With the clean and a press, maybe 7.5. I mean, it's definitely tanning pages, but it's a beautiful book otherwise. So, first cover appearance of Lady Sif. I am very, very excited about that. And then the other book, this one had a $250 price tag. Well, first it had a $300 price tag on the back, then $250. Boom. First appearance of Captain Marvel. What? Yeah. First appearance of CM. And that one, I don't know much about pressing square bound books, but you press this, you got a nice 7.0 as well. Right? I mean, if you know anything about cleaning, let's look at this. Okay, you see those two big black marks there? Those are probably where the staples push through. Then a lot of dirt, and then two black marks there. They didn't staple the spine. They stapled right through the books on these square bound books. I think those. No, maybe those. What? It's deep in her cage, probably. Okay, so let's just do a little work here. If you're not familiar with this, I'll show you. Some of you, most of you probably are familiar with this. Little magic eraser. Hashtag how Tacoma ruins books live on the air. No, I'm just messing. I ain't gonna ruin nothing here. I would be wearing gloves if this was more delicate. If this was like an older book, I would definitely be wearing gloves. Because what happens is I tend to tear it with my fingers. I have done that. Not with anything too expensive. If it was a really pricey book, I would be more careful what I'm doing. As it is, I can tell this one's in decent shape. I don't feel like I'm about to ruin anything here. I mean, he says very good or better. I think it's fine. So now if you go ahead and look at that same cover, and I didn't finish, but most of those black dots are gone. Now you see that it needs a press for sure because of all that rippling and stuff, but already it's been improved. So yeah, this is the first Captain Marvel with very racist depictions of Asians. I assume that's a racist depiction of an Asian. If it's not, maybe I'm the one who's being racist. I don't know. My kids will let you know. So yeah, for the books that I traded in, they were not like big books, but there were some decent ones. I think I got more than a fair bargain from Comics for Kids. So if you're ever in Tacoma, Comics for Kids, I think has some of the best deals. And I definitely think it's worth it for you to go. And that is my spiel today. I suggest you all hop on to Stan's auction. It started 5 minutes ago, which means he's going through the rules, which you all know. So you don't have to hop on right yet. But thanks for being with me, Raging Cajun, and Vaughn. Thanks for showing up, and Kenneth Bird, and Big O. Good to see some new people and some old people in here. I do appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys next time. Take care.